Well, hello again. This is Michael Wolf Grafstein for Functional Manual Therapy. Today, I want to talk about things that are out of your control as an athlete or a coach as far as preventing injuries. In my humble opinion, I really do believe it's all about minimizing injuries. Previously, in the other videos that I have put out, I talked about what one can do to prevent quote unquote injuries from happening, but really it's minimization. So the things that I had talked about before were totally in your hands, something that you could do. When we get out and we start to do our activities, there are things that are out of our control that can lead to injury. However, that being said, you want to do those things that I had mentioned previously. Get your sleep, get your strength, do the warm up, all those types of things. It's very, very important for you to do that because that will help you significantly. However, there are a few things that will get in the way of you totally preventing injuries. First thing, depending on who you're playing against or what you're doing or whatever event it is, what's the skill set of your opponent? If you're playing an opponent that is a little bit better than you, then maybe you need to put in a bit of extra effort. And without realizing it, maybe you stretch your arm out a little more. Maybe you stretch out your leg a little bit more. Maybe you have to put out a little bit more energy than what you thought you had actually trained and were ready for. So that's one thing. The other thing is, and I notice this a lot when with soccer, what's the size of the opponent you're against? So we know between the probably more likely between the ages of 12 and 16 for both male and female athletes, there's going to be differences in height. There's going to be differences in strength, power, and endurance, those types of things. And there's going to be differences in ability. So as an athlete, you have to do whatever you need to do to be at the best that you can be. However, we have to keep in mind that if somebody is bigger and stronger than you, you've got to be aware of your surroundings and do things to minimize the opportunity for getting injured. So that's maybe sometimes you have to play a little smarter, be a little quicker. If you're playing hockey, maybe you need to get rid of the puck instead of holding it for 3 or 4 seconds. Maybe you need to get rid of the puck a little quicker. Those types of things. Another thing, and this is for coaches, surfaces that you play on. With gridiron football or even soccer in the pitch, if you're used to training on grass and you go to turf, there's going to be differences. It is common for athletes to develop what we call turf toe. In other words, the toe, so if this is my hand, that's the thumb, but it's actually the toe. What happens is there's a tendency for the toe to bend back a little more than usual, and that can cause issues in the joint there. And the other thing, and I think a lot of people are well aware of it, is what is the officiating like? Are the officials letting you play? Are they calling it airtight? Those types of things. After the whistle is blown, is there pushing and shoving? Is somebody coming in, say in hockey, and giving a check that they shouldn't be? Or if you're in football, gridiron football, is there a tackle that was unnecessary? So unnecessary roughness, those types of things. So it's very, very important to be aware of those things. If you're a gymnast and you are competing, what's happening in the surrounding area? Are you able to focus on your one event? Be it the beam, be it the floor, be it the vault, that type of thing, while other things are happening around you. So it is very, very important as somebody that's active, athletic, or in sports, that you're able to do whatever you need to do to be in your best physical condition and to be in your best emotional state of mind. And that will go a long way for minimizing any type of injuries that may happen with you, regardless of what's happening around in your surroundings. And I will add, if you are in York Region, Richmond Hill, Aurora, or Newmarket, and you are a coach, and you have a team and you'd be interested in having me come out and do a little bit of a presentation, reach me at my website at mikegrafstein.com. This is Michael Wolf Grafstein signing off for Functional Manual Therapy, and I want to thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule to listen to what I have to say about sport injury minimization. Bye for now.